Hello, digital media editing class. Okay, this is lecture three, week six. We're going to get into color correction, and you're going to have a color correction assignment. And we're going to do that a little different this quarter. I haven't been that happy with what people have been doing with color correction in past quarters. Uh, First thing we're going to do is look at this. Okay. Um, I'm going to open my color meter right here because this digital color meter. And whatever I click on, it's going to give me numbers. Okay. So if you look at A and B, are A and B the same color? Your eyes would definitely tell you they're not the same color, but this is an illusion. So if I park on that, it's 120, 120, 120 RGB, you see right here. And then if I park here, 120, 120, 120. So they're the exact same color. If you look at the gray here, there's that gray, but your eyes are telling you something different. So what I'm trying to tell you is you can't really trust your eyes when it comes to color correction. Okay, so I'm going to open up Premiere Pro, and when we're going to start out in color correction, we need to go into color, and if we click on a clip, and if you don't have your scopes on, if you click on something, it'll normally be here. But to color correct, we need to use our scopes. So here's our scope. This picture is really black, a lot of blue in here. And from sitting in a lot of sessions, 90 to 95% of the corrections you do are going to be contrast based. So notice this is waveform monitor, and it's in luminance. So if you see colors here, you can choose right click, and if you go to waveform type, I'm on Luma, you might be on RGB. Okay, so I like to be on Luma when I'm working in this. Okay, and I can see 100s are white, um, zeros are black. So I can see exactly where things fall. This little white balance sheet right there is sitting right there. These windows are sitting at 100. Okay, so I'm going to go to my shadows, and I'm going to bring my shadows up in this a little bit. Okay, and I'm not really seeing I should be able to see, yeah, my waveform change as I bring that up. Yeah, I'm going to bring my shadows up. I'm going to bring my blacks up. No, I'm not going to bring my blacks up. I'm fine with those. I'm going to bring whites up a little bit, and I'm going to contrast a little bit less. Let's see what bringing my highlights does. And I got a before and after this here. I can't do a ton with this, but I got a little bit better. The other thing, it's very blue. I'm going to take and get some of the blue out of there. And the reason it's so blue is the sunlight coming in. Okay, so I have before, after. So it's a little bit better. I can also bring my exposure up a little bit. I probably don't want to come too far with that. And with me bring my exposure up, I'm going to probably bring my whites down a little bit. So we've done quite a bit on that one. I can't believe it looks that good. So if I play this, and I'm using my scopes on that too. Okay, and just very blue. And with me on this white balance card here, I could probably come in here, click on that, and be a little bit closer to what the real white is. But I still think it feels a little bit blue because of the sunlight coming in. So I'm going to move it back over to that color. Okay. With these scopes, I can also, remember this is contrast, if I go to my vector scope, this is more of our color. And that's where you can see so much of that blue coming through there is those windows type of thing. Okay. I'm going to turn that off for now. And so, again, I'm going to try find some videos to tell you guys how to read these scopes again. So I'm going to come here, and I can copy this too. So if I go Control, copy, then if I Control, paste attributes, and this is what we call Lumetri color when we do this. So I'm going to hit OK. And then this one is, you know, it's exposed too much because I have more light. So what I want to do is I want to match this. So I want to bring that exposure down. I'm going to get a little more color into that. And I want to match the two. I just think the other one is just so. I'm going to bring up a little more to this one to see if we can get them to match. And, oh, that matches way better. But then again, how blue is that going to be again? Okay, so I'm using my scopes to help me with this. So I'm going to paste again. So Control, paste attributes, Lumetri color. Okay, let's see what that does. It looks much better. So if I look at these together, except for the contrast on that is I need to bring my, it's such a dark shot. I'm going to contrast it up a little bit more. Yeah, there's just not a lot there to work with. Bring my shadows back down. And it's just a dark shot. Okay, we'll see how those work together. I'm going to just crank my contrast on that and see. I'm going to get a little more yellow in there. So that shot's so bright now. Actually, it's not that bad. And they almost match the... I wish I could do something about that, but it's just the color differences. And I might, instead of opening the door and letting me get that far out, I might just switch the shot right there and do something more. Let's see, will that look better? So if we, oh, might have to fix the edit a little bit more, but you got the idea. So that's kind of your first thing is we want to look at these scopes. Okay, so that's our intro to color correction, and I want you guys to play with these basic color corrector.